Love is supposed to make you feel like the center of someone's world. But what if that very love makes you feel insignificant or forgotten? The sting of not being your partner's top priority can be disheartening and confusing. And today's video is all about the reasons why you're not his top priority. So grab your pen and paper, as this guide will help you understand the reasons and psychology behind him treating you like an option. Armed with these insights, you'll be better equipped to navigate your way to a more fulfilling relationship. So, let's dive in. Number 9. You're too needy. Imagine being stuck in a dense fog, unable to see the way forward. That's how some guys might feel when they encounter a consistently needy partner. While it's natural to seek love and attention, bombarding him with constant demands for validation, reassurance, and attention can be suffocating. Everyone needs a bit of personal space to recharge and pursue their interests. But if a girl consistently depends on her partner to fulfill her emotional needs and seeks validation, it can emotionally drain the partner and make him feel like there's no space for him and his needs in the relationship. This can lead to emotional exhaustion for him, pushing him to seek solace elsewhere. When you rely on him excessively, he may start prioritizing things or people that make him feel better, distancing himself from the relationship. Number 8. His work is his priority. When a man makes you feel like you're not his top priority, it's not about him cheating or losing interest. Rather, his work might be taking center stage in his life. Yes, at times, men are incredibly passionate about what they do, and their dedication to their careers is deeply ingrained. In these situations, they tend to ignore their partner's needs quite often, and their love life takes a back seat. Now, as a partner, it's essential to understand that his intense focus on work is not a reflection of how he feels about you. It's about him being driven and committed to his professional goals. As much as he cares about you, his work occupies a significant portion of his time and energy. While it can be challenging to not feel like you come first, it's crucial to appreciate and support his passion and ambition. Encouraging him in his career pursuits can foster a stronger bond, and he'll see that you genuinely care about his happiness and success. Number 7. He has an unresolved past. You are bound to suspect there may be someone else on his mind. The truth is, there could be various reasons for this behavior. It's possible that he's still holding on to feelings of a past love interest, a toxic ex, or someone he couldn't be with for whatever reason. In such situations, it's essential to remember that his actions are not a reflection of your worth or value. It's not about you not being good enough. It's about him having unresolved feelings or attachments to someone from his past. While it's natural to feel hurt and unsure about where you stand, it's important to prioritize your own emotional well-being. If you find yourself in a situation where you feel like you're being treated as an option, it may be necessary to have an open and honest conversation with him. Communicate your feelings and concerns, and don't be afraid to set boundaries to protect yourself from emotional turmoil. Number 6. You overtly criticize him. Constructive criticism, when done thoughtfully, can be like an artist's guiding hand, helping a relationship grow and evolve. However, excessive criticism can feel like a relentless downpour, washing away the joy and connection between two people. Yes, one of the reasons why people start pulling away from someone, even their partners, is because they're tired of the constant criticism and hurtful comments. You see, when you constantly criticize your partner and make him feel unappreciated and hurt, he starts associating negative feelings with being around you. Not only that, but all that criticism can also take a toll on the trust in the relationship. For the guy, it's tough to feel emotionally safe when he feels like his efforts are constantly being judged or belittled. So, instead of focusing solely on the negatives, remember to celebrate each other's strengths and efforts. By fostering an atmosphere of encouragement and support, you can lift him up and be his priority and support system. Number 5. He's dealing with hell. We often find ourselves blaming the guy for not paying attention or making us a priority in his life. But what we often forget is that we might not be aware of the challenges he's facing behind the scenes. Your guy could be going through hell in his life, dealing with a painful family issue, struggling with health problems, or coping with the stress of a job loss. However, many men are not as expressive about their emotions, and they might not feel comfortable talking openly about how they feel. In such situations, he might be preoccupied with his own struggles. So it's important not to jump to conclusions or blame him for not understanding the bigger picture. Instead of feeling hurt or ignored, try to be supportive and give him the space he needs to cope with his difficulties. Let him know that you're there for him if he wants to talk or seek comfort. By being understanding during these tough times, you can strengthen your connection and show him that you care about his well-being. Number 4. You emotionally manipulate him. What men resent the most about women is their capability to send them on a guilt trip. Yes, emotional manipulation in a relationship can deeply impact a man's emotional state and his perception of the relationship. When someone uses tactics like guilt tripping or gaslighting to control their partner's emotions and actions, it leaves the guy feeling drained and emotionally exhausted. Imagine being in his shoes. Imagine doubting your own feelings and trying to avoid any conflicts just to steer clear of manipulative behaviors. And it doesn't stop there. He might end up prioritizing his partner's needs over his own, forgetting about himself in the process. And sure, those tactics might give a sense of temporary control, but they are not a strong foundation for a lasting and genuine connection. Because if the manipulation persists, a time will come when he will stop paying attention to those tactics and start doing his own thing. So, if you want to be his priority, never manipulate his emotions. Instead, foster an environment of trust, respect, and open communication, as that's what creates a stronger bond between people. Number 3. You exhibit jealousy too often. Think about a delicate flower being smothered by weeds. That's what jealousy can do to a relationship. While a little bit of jealousy can be cute, an excess of it can make him downgrade you from being his priority. Yes, when these feelings become prevalent in a relationship, they can create an atmosphere of doubt and mistrust, making him hesitant to invest fully in the relationship. Excessive jealousy can lead to constant questioning of his actions, possessiveness, and an overbearing need for reassurance. This behavior of constant fights and issues can be emotionally draining for him, and instead of feeling cherished and valued, he may perceive the relationship as a source of stress and anxiety. So, let go of the need to control his every move and recognize that he chooses to be with you. Trust that he has chosen you for a reason, and let him have meaningful friendships outside of your relationship. Number 2. His interest has died. Another reason that can lead to feeling like you're no longer his priority is losing interest. In the beginning stages of a relationship, there's often a lot of excitement and enthusiasm, and men tend to be more attentive and responsive. They respond to texts in seconds and show up early on dates. But as time goes on, that initial spark starts to fade, and they unintentionally start taking your love for granted. People's feelings can naturally evolve over time, and it's a normal part of relationships. However, it can still be tough when you feel like you're no longer a top priority. The key here is to understand the reason behind his fleeting interest. So, in such situations, it's important to communicate and understand the reasons behind the change in behavior. Whether it's because they have lost interest, found someone else, or are simply too occupied with work. Understanding the reason behind their behavior can help you understand how to navigate the relationship further. Remember, you deserve to be with someone who truly cherishes and values you, making you a top priority in their life. Number 1. You're always there for him. When a guy takes you and your love for granted, it can lead him to treat you as a second choice. It's not fair to you, but unfortunately, it happens sometimes in relationships. When someone becomes complacent and assumes that you'll always be there, they may not prioritize your feelings and needs. It is indeed hurtful because you feel like you've done so much for that person, but he still ends up treating you like you're not enough. In such situations, it's crucial to express your needs and let him know that you deserve to be treated with respect and love. It might also be helpful to take a step back and evaluate whether this relationship is bringing you the happiness and fulfillment you deserve. Remember, a healthy and loving relationship involves mutual respect, appreciation, and effort from both partners. If you have made it this far, comment down below with the word 100% to confirm that you have received the knowledge from this video. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.